All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Happy Hour Live Chat. And we got something to talk about with that, but I'm Jerry with BigJ's Knives.
How you doing, guys? Kevin with Boston Blade Reviews.
And I'm Andrew with Baxter's Blades.
Andrew, it's like you said, I think before we come on, Kevin, he was telling us it's been like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, it went by so fast, fast too. But yeah, 4 or 5 months ago, yeah, that's what it's been. Yep.
And I know that Baxter, I think me and you were talking in a comment or something. You're like, "Hey, I'm going to make a push for this 1K. Maybe it's time to talk about coming back on the show." And I immediately booked you, but you were like, "Hey, I got a buck coming in, and I want to wait till that knife comes in," which makes perfect sense because you ordered a buck custom. But what's been going on with you and your channel and everything you got going on?
Last time I was on, I had, I think, 375 subscribers. I did my 400 giveaway on your show. I've hit 600. I did a giveaway. Terry's Knives and Man Stuff won that. Last week, I hit 800, so I'm going to do a giveaway on this show, my 800 subscriber giveaway. Just been working a lot. I've had a little bit of time to do videos, but not as much time to do shorts in the day. But I'm trying to post at least a video a day or every other day if possible. But I've been around a little bit. I'm not sure if people are getting burnt out on me, but I noticed not as many views. I used to get a couple thousand views on my shorts, and now I'm lucky to get 300. I don't know if that has to do with the algorithm, but
no, that's the algorithm. That is 100% the out. Let me just I don't mean to interrupt you, but let me just intervene. That is 100% the algorithm. Same thing happens to Jerry. The same thing happens to myself. When you first start with YouTube, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get the 1,200 views. You're gonna get the 1,500 views, 2,000 views. You're gonna get that. And as you continue going, the shorts, like myself now, I'm lucky if I can break 200.
Yeah.
On a short. So that's nothing to do with your channel or you. That's just the algorithm of YouTube. That's across the board.
Yeah, and I pretty much do it for the community, and there's really about 50, 60 people in our community and stuff. So as long as they can see it, I'm pretty happy. But
yeah,
but I've noticed that a lot of great new channels starting up. I barely have enough time to watch even your guys' channel. I try to keep up with your guys' channel, and weeks go by, and I'm like, oh, what are they up to? So, and then I'm like, spending so much time replying to comments, I'm like, I need to be watching videos right now. Heck, I need to record another video. But I've gotten a few new buck knives and more than a few case knives before Christmas. The Shepherd Hills 12 Days of Christmas. So got a little crazy, and then of course Buck did that special drop that you got, and I'm like, oh man. Why now?
Yep.
But I should have. Now I'm seeing them on eBay for over $300 because there was only like 750 made. And I'm like, I should have just bought 2 of each.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Crazy. It's unbelievable.
I had just put my order in for my custom knife December 11th, and I'm like, oh well, I just ordered a custom. I mean, it wasn't magnet cut or anything, but so I'll just have to save up for next year.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to tell everyone while they're on here, go subscribe to Baxter's Blades. Got great content. And I've said this before, you and North Star Knife Reviews have the best shorts just because of how you pick your music and whatnot. But guys, here's Baxter's Blades channel. Just great content over there. And for someone like you in the community, I mean, you're usually on RJ's live.
Yeah,
you're great on that show. You're great on any show you go on, and I'm just glad you're taking part with us tonight, honestly, because you're a great guy with great content. So, and don't worry about the short stuff because me and Kevin been racking our brain with that.
Yeah. Well, I just have fun with it, and I still get all the comments from the regular people in the community, so at least they're watching, and. It's just such a pleasure to be back. It had been far too long, and I'm like, I got to reach out to Jerry and Kevin, and I've kind of become a regular on RJ's, and it's been fun. I'm glad he's had me there with Kaylin, Gunslinger, and Terry, and Tom of Knife Delights. It's been really nice. I really enjoy it. But I had to come back here. It's a little bit different feel on your guys' show for sure.
I was just going to ask you, you said something about an 800 giveaway?
Yeah, so I'm going to do a giveaway. I know you guys have a giveaway to do. It's not much. I forgot the tool. I have a little sailboat tool that you can put on your key ring. I also have a knife to give away. It's really tough. I've gone back and forth with what I'm giving away, but I'm sure I'll be hitting 1,000 hopefully by May, and I'll do a big giveaway. But this is just a gun stock, a caliber gun stock. It's got the bullet shield on there. It's a sagebrush, kind of a brown bone. And it's just, it's based off of a case gun stock. You got your longer pen blade with the match strike long pull, and then you got a smaller pen blade. Nothing really fancy. I thought I was going to maybe throw a modern knife in there, but I'm just going to save a big batch of knives for my 1,000 giveaway. But this is a cool little knife for sure. And you don't see very many of them by case anymore. They're out there though. So I kind of do want to save up for one of those. And of course, a big swag pack, some of my stickers and my coasters. Oh, by the way, I sent the other day, I sent some to Jesse. And I realized I should have just sent a whole box to you. You live right near him. You could have given him, you could have gotten some for your channel. So I still got to send some to you, but I don't want to put them in an envelope. I don't want them to get ripped off again. So I want to do like a box of stuff I'll send to you.
Yeah. Last time, Kevin, he sent me a thing of stickers, envelope, and the envelope made it, but the stickers didn't.
Unbelievable. Unreal.
All the stickers were like, I'm keeping those. Those are cool.
And people go crazy over stickers, and I guess the USPS is going nuts over them too, huh?
I'm just hoping that they sub to his channel.
Yeah, really, exactly. Yeah, and that's a nice case knife you have there, because the community's really on the slip joints right now. So that's a nice giveaway right there, Baxter.
Yeah, it's a cool one.
Yeah. It is very nice.
Well, but it's not a case. It's like it's a copy of a case, though. It's caliber.
Oh, it's still nice knife.
Very nice knife. A cool slip little slip joint. I mean, I have a large lockback marbles I was going to give away, but I think I'm going to hold on to that one. I did pick this up recently. This is the 117 Heritage Brahma.
Oh yeah.
Buck finally made some more of these, and I was waiting to get them 117 because they don't have them in the custom shop. They'll have the 119, the 124. They don't have these in the custom shop, so I got a notice from Buck that they had them, and I couldn't press buy fast enough. So to date, my most expensive knife, which is about $108 after tax, I think, which is a great deal. D2, Boss Heat Treated D2, Cocobolo wood, and I really wanted to get a 119, but they are ginormous knives. Like here's a 119. This is my friend's 75th anniversary.
That's nice.
I'm glad I didn't pick one up because he's thinking about selling this. And I'm like, well, give me a price. I want to buy it. It's got a nice shield, Cocobolo wood. I think this is just the 420. These are big knives, though. It is nice.
It is.
But as far as a carry that I'm going to do in the mountains, kind of fishing and stuff, this is just a perfect size. And it is really light compared to the Buck 110. It's the same length as a 110, but a smaller handle and a little bit longer blade. Highly recommend these 117s. Very nice.
You know what's nice, Baxter, it's comparable to the 119 and the 117. So it's the same handles, right? Cocobolo?
Yeah.
Both? Yeah.
Yeah. And I looked at Buck's website last night, and they had the Heritage and Cocobolo and D2, and they're already sold out. I thought they'd maybe send these to some of the distributors, and maybe they will. But this is kind of a unique one. I don't know. It's got the shield there that says 1940, 75 years, 1943.
Yep.
To 2017. And I looked on eBay. I don't see very many of these. It's got a nice mirror blade. And instead of my aluminum pommel and guard like my 117, it's got the brass.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Yeah. And the sheath is it's kind of their brown, it's more of a burgundy brown, which is kind of unique, and it has 75 anniversary stamped on it. So I told my friend, give me a price.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Or trade. You got some trade. I want to thank Jersey real quick. Super sticker from Jersey, 1999. Thank you very much, brother. And Jesse actually had a question for you, Andrew.
Yeah. Is it Jesse McJames?
Yeah, Baxter, did you get the stickers yet?
No, I did not. I checked the mail last night and I did not. I thought he was going to ask me if I had my pants on. It was that one morning. It was RJ's. He was on, and it was like New Year's Day or something like that, or New Year's Eve. And I woke up late, and I ran in the room, and I was in my jammies, and I said, I got to put some pants on. And so ever since then, I get that from him.
Now we talked about his giveaway, Kevin. Let's talk about ours real quick. Remember, sure. If you just type in 2024, we got the 47K Stockman with a matching slip. These were both donated by Kent Smith. He actually made the slip. He's a fantastic leather worker in the community. So just type in 2024 for your raffle tickets for that. This is the last week because Kevin, me and you are going solo next week.
Yep.
To do all that. Then tonight, we're going to mix our giveaway up a little bit then, because I showed you, Kevin, what we're going to, but if Andrew's going to do one, we'll just do one.
Sure. And, yeah, absolutely. Yep. That makes sense.
So we got the spoon. This is from Georgia Adventure, EDC LeatherWorks, BigJ's decal, Mike Curtis decal, HT's EDC, the Knife Brotherhood. Guys, people been hitting me up for them Knife Brotherhood ones. And now here's something a little different. Frank Keller sent some items, and I thought they were really cool. First of all, this nice pouch, but inside the pouch, we've got this cool little keychain flashlight that does a little bit of everything, and it's rechargeable with the cord. And then he also sent a few of these SD Classic, I think it's called the Executive because it doesn't have the keychain. I don't know, but they're cool, and it's even got a little slip. So, yeah, the winner will get the spoon, the SD Classic, the flashlight, the pouch, and a bunch of swag on our end.
Very nice. And there's a slip for that Victorinox too.
Yes, there is. I was trying to hold it all up, brother. Come these cool. He sent four of those.
Yeah.
And they all got the same company. I love the ones with advertising. I do myself.
Yeah, I do too. Yep.
Jersey kind of turned me on. So we named tonight's show For the Love of Buck. And we did that for a reason because Mr. Andrew ordered him a special one. And it took a little over 2 months to get it to him. And I know, Kevin, you got something in that's special. So this is going to be, let's bring some heat, fellas. I know that each of you got heat right now. So Andrew, you're the guest of honor. Let's see that bad puppy that you got to.
Okay. And of course, I'm wearing a case hat. I don't have a buck hat.
Oh well.
Well, I'm a big fan of the 110 for sure. And when I go into the custom shop, I want to order a 110, and I have 2 full size, and then the Slim Pros. I have the Slim Pro 110 here, and then I have the Slim Select and the 112. And so I had recently just gotten the Cabela's. I think it's rosewood, probably different than the Honduran rosewood, and S30V. And I'm like, well, I can't order a 110 custom. I just got this, and I didn't have a 112, a normal 112, and I was gonna get one, but Buck had some really good deals, 10% off, and then they said, hey, we'll give you 20% off and free shipping. And so I'm going hog wild. I'm like, okay, elk covers, S30, and nickel silver bolsters, and pretty soon I have like a $200 custom buck, and I'm like, wait, I want one I can use, or instead of just having a really nice safe queen. So I went just with the normal brass covers, which are the bolsters and liners. They're all one piece. I think they're called covers. And I went with just oak. I really wanted a blue one, but I'm a fan of brown and oak. They used oak wood in the frames of old wood sailboats a lot. My father has property in Northern Cal with lots of oak wood. And so you can see it says custom shop right there on the blade. And it's simple, just as simple. I went with just the 420 HC because it's a great steel. It's really easy to be like, I know it's $25 more. S30V, it's probably worth it. But I have multiple bucks in S30V. And a lot of people in Instagram, when I was showing some of them, were like, hey, 420 is a great steel, easy to sharpen. So I figured for my first one, a good user, I just went with oak. I did the pin delete only because most every one you get has pins in it. And I like the pins. It's great. But I figured just to have the option, I'll do the pin delete. And it's a really clean look. And these inlays are really nice. They're brown. You can see some gray specking in there. And if you watched my video, the unboxing, I was just floored. And with all the deals, this was literally $11 more than just buying a basic 112. And
wow.
yeah.
I'll tell you, that's a clean knife right there.
20% off and free shipping. Also, if you go to order a custom 110, you spend $10 more if you want the brown sheath, but for some reason the 112, this is not an upgrade, and it's the Made in USA suede brown, which I really wanted with the brown. So one of these days I'll do the elk silver, nickel silver bolsters, drop point. We'll see what else they have in their custom shop. Coming up.
Baxter, that is a clean looking knife. I like that a lot. And you did the right thing as far as a user. That's perfect.
Yeah,
perfect.
And the elk's great, and you can use it, and the upgraded steel is awesome. And I could have spent $25 more for the mirror polish blades, but they're kind of fingerprint magnets.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, if you're spending $25 for that, you might as well get the S30. And it's like, I just want a basic one that I can use and be happy with, and I can always, get a good safe queen in the future. I'm just floored that $11 more than just the standard.
That's unbelievable. That's unreal.
It's just so hard to, they have so many awesome covers. The walnut's great, the cherry wood, they have palm wood, buffalo, elk.
Buffalo, yeah.
I'm such an indecisive person. I go there, I could spend hours, and I just still couldn't decide. So when I did this, I just had to pull the trigger.
Beautiful.
Now I know you just said like $11 over the price of a regular 112. Do you mind telling Kevin what you paid for that?
So after tax, and they usually you have to pay for shipping unless it's if it's over $100. Well, they had offered me free shipping and 20% off. So literally out the door, shipped and everything, tax, it was $83.
Oh my Lord!
Wow. I know.
Wow. And you got a deal and a half. I mean, I bought a lot of buck knives, and that is a deal. That is a deal.
They offered me, and so if you get a normal one, I think they're $65, and you add tax. Up here, it's 10%, so it comes out to about $11 or $12 more. And yeah, I'm floored. And I should have pulled the trigger on the drops that they, I should have just thrown them on my credit card. The drops that they recently did, that 112 you got.
Yeah, but I mean, you got a great knife there, though. You got a great knife there. I mean, seriously, that is for a user, man. And like you said, that 420 HC, especially, and I'm gonna say, especially from buck, it just holds a great edge.
I haven't had a problem with it so far. I really like it, and like I said, I have plenty of bucks with the S30V, and I'll probably get 35 and 45 in the future, and a Magna Cut. So I just wanted to start off at a good starting point, a good simple 112.
Absolutely.
Well, before we go too much further, Kevin, do you want to bring your heat?
Oh man, I will, sure. So
I mean, we got 55 people in here. We may as well show them some. I mean, we just seen one heater. Let's go for 2 heaters.
So you guys, I don't know, maybe some of you guys may know that I put a post up last week. Was it earlier was last week sometime, and I was looking for a whiskey bone case knife. Really, anyone, but particularly the tribal or the tribal lock or the trapper. And thank you guys to everybody that commented on that forwarded my message. That I appreciate everybody in the community helping with this. And I was able to find somebody that was willing to do a trade, and I traded some knives, some good knives, and I was able to get the tribal and the whiskey bone.
Oh, wow.
I'm just blown away by it. I am absolutely. I mean, I can see why these are sold out. On eBay, you can't find them on eBay. I can see why the price is what it is. I mean, what I'm saying is, I can see it. It's this whiskey bone is just beautiful. It's just a beautiful bone, and then when you have that shield like you have there, just really nice, really nice. And the tribal lock is one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite case patterns. But just a beautiful, beautiful knife. I was so happy when I was able to get this in a trade. And I'm not gonna, but to the gentleman that did I did the trade with, I just want to thank him as well. He knows who he is. But very, very happy about that. It's just a beautiful knife, and I love that shield that comes with those whiskey bones.
Yeah, what year did they release those? Because I see very few of them around.
That'll probably be a Jerry question.
I don't know.
2018 or 2017?
No, I've got a couple that are from 2016, so it's at least 2016. And then I got mine's a user though. Kevin's is mint. Like the one he just showed is mint. This right here, this was a gift from our brother Doomcrew, which is a heck of a gift. I mean, you don't get gifts like this very often, but me and him are pretty good friends. And but again, I carry this. I use it. You can tell it's been used, but this is a 2019 model here. But and I got the trapper and the mini trapper. Those are the 2 that are from 2016. What do we got here?
Oh, that trapper's gorgeous. Are those stainless or carbon steel?
Carbon. These are carbon, chrome, chrome vanadium, which is carbon. But I got this in the trade as well, so the tribal and this together. And again, just absolutely beautiful. With that shield, and there's not enough I can say about this bone and that shield too. But great. And very, very happy. I'm not gonna. I mean, the blades. You guys all know what the trapper blades look like. I'll pull one open but just really nice knife.
Wow.
So yeah, and I think it was Mike Curtis. He said, "About time, Boston." Yeah, man. Finally able to get it.
Well, I saw your post that you were reaching out to the community, looking, for some, and that's a good thing to do because there's a lot of people that might have extras in the collection. And
right, yeah. I mean, I was looking to either pay money or trade, one or the other. Whatever was more convenient. And lucky enough, I was able to get them in a trade. So I was very, very happy about that.
I love that whiskey bone. It's gorgeous. I saw, like I said, I think I saw on Amazon they had the peanut in whiskey bone. That was the only one they had.
And it's like $100.
Yeah, and I almost got it, but I'm like, I don't need any more peanuts.
Yeah.
Well, Tyler Gibson put us onto a website, some type of case outlet website, and him and Kevin actually bought the 18 pattern Stockman. I mean, you put out that word on Instagram, and people were just blowing up his messages and my messages both. And Tyler's like, "Hey, I'm going to buy one right now." So him and Tyler actually bought one the same night.
Oh yeah, yep.
That 18.
Yeah, I got that 18 too that night. Because I wasn't sure that if I was going to be able to do a trade or with anybody. I'm not sure if I wasn't sure if anyone was going to be able to do it. So I went in and bought the 18 that night. So waiting for that one to come in too.
Oh, speaking of the 18, here's one. This was a gift from Gunslinger Cal. And it is funny, a funny story because it shipped all the way up here to Seattle. It was bouncing around, and he's like, "Did you get it? Did you get it?" I'm like, "No." And they shipped it back to Texas.
Oh, brutal.
Realized they made a mistake and shipped it back. So eventually I got it. This is an older one, and it's got a pen blade on it instead of a spay, which is really cool. And this is just the yellow Delrin, but this is way thinner than like my modern 18s that I have, which is really cool. But he sent this to me because it's a 1974, the year I was born. Thank you very much, Kaylin. This is an awesome knife. And I still, it has not been used much, but I want to fine hone that edge. Great snap, and do a review on a Saturday Stockman Stampede of this. Those are great knives. Also, you had me up for a second. So I ordered that custom, and I'm like, it's going to be a while. And like I said, I had the Slim Pro and the 110, and this is the Slim Pro 112, the TRX, and I've wanted one for a while.
Great knife.
I really like the micarta, but you have to swap out. You don't have to. You know, I swapped out the pocket clip, which is an extra $10. So you're almost into this range, and everybody is out of stock of the green. And I think Buck maybe have made a few more of these greens, but you have the orange and the black, which is fine. But I've always wanted these greens, and of course, fear of missing out. I had to pick this up from Copper and Clad. They had them. And they also offer free shipping on most of their stuff, which was really nice. But and this is just a great pocket carry for as far as a modern knife goes. So I waiting for my custom, I had to get this. So there's my S30V 112.
That's a great knife. Love that knife.
I'm just so impressed with it.
Richter's got a question for you, Andrew.
On this one, they come with thumb studs on the TRX, and they come with thumb studs. This is the Slim Pro and micarta, which have been discontinued. You can find them. I know a secret spot in Idaho that has them. And at Copper and Clad, they charge way too much for those micarta because they've been discontinued. And of course, just the Slim Select, they come with studs. I'm not sure. They must be removable if you really want to, because I've heard of people wanting to remove them to sharpen. I don't know if, Jerry, did you have a problem sharpening your 112 Sport with the thumb studs? It was fine, right?
It was fine. You just have to use, so you've seen the bench stones. I did a video on it, I believe, but you just have to, you got to tilt it like this and then drag it across. You can't do it straight starting out. You got to angle it. Well, it actually be angled like this and then pull it across and come up. But I reprofiled this out of the box.
Yeah.
Because it was so bad. But
yeah,
now it's perfect. So.
And I almost just spent the extra and got one of those, but I really like just the look of the nail nick. And sure, I mean, and some people can slow roll this with can still open and close these with one hand. I've seen Kevin do it. Just takes a little bit of finessing, and you can buy the aftermarket studs, but I'll just keep the studs for my modern bucks for sure.
Let me just say that Buck TRX, that's actually one of the ones that I traded that in a trade along with other knives, but that Buck TRX is a fantastic it's a fantastic knife. Some people don't like it because it's a little bit thinner on the handle, and I understand that. I understand that. But if you don't mind that, it's a great, and that S30V from Buck is phenomenal.
I'm in love with it. The thinner, if you're gonna hard use it all day, it might be a little hard on the hand because of the thinner handle. But as far as just a pocket dropper or in shorts, and it's so lightweight, and you know, I'm not quartering a deer with it, though I've heard people packing their Slim Pros to work on deer and stuff, but I'd much rather have the full size handle for sure.
Yes. Yep.
Kevin, there's a question up here. Will you take this? Because I don't own one. I don't know if you or Andrew do.
Yeah, I do. So what are my thoughts on the Buck Spitfire? I have it's a love-hate relationship, if you want to say that. So the Buck Spitfires right here. This is the mini. I've also held the regular size one. They had it down the store. So it's a good knife. All right, let's talk about the mini, right? It's a good knife. If you don't mind, well, obviously, if you're looking for a smaller knife, this is what you probably want to get. The only problem with this knife that I found is, and I've even taken this knife apart. I did it twice trying to fix this problem, and it was the same problem on the larger one as well. But you can't now. You have to slow roll it. You have to. Now, if that's not an issue for you, that's fine. But a lot of people I know with the moderns, what they like to do is they would like to, spider flick it, and that's just not going to happen unless you got a good one. Some of these, the tension isn't so, it's not so, hard on it. I've tried releasing that tension, and it doesn't happen for me. With the larger one that I seen down the store, it was the same thing. So if you don't mind slow rolling this knife, which a lot of people won't, it's a good knife. Comes, buck shop. The aluminum construction on it. It's good. It's a good knife. I do like it. I actually brought this knife with me to New York when I went out there for my job, just because of the knife laws out there. But yeah, it's a knife that you have to slow roll. So don't think on a lot of them that you're going to be able to spidey flick this knife. It's just not built that way. So if you don't mind it, slow rolling it, you'll be good to go.
Yeah, I don't have one in my collection, but I purchased one for my father for just a present, a gift. And I got him the full size one. And I was actually really impressed with it for a $50 made in USA. And like you said, you can't spidey flick it or anything.
Right.
I've heard of people loosening it up so they can do that, but it's still a great knife. The aluminum covers, they might get scratched a bit. They're anodized. They can be a little sharp in hand, but the custom shop, you can get G10 in those also. But of course, that's going to cost a little bit more. They haven't gotten a lot of praise, but I was really impressed with it before I sent it to my father for an American-made knife for $50. I don't think.
You're right.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
You really can't. You can't. And James Alton, he said I don't have to slow roll my Spitfire, and I absolutely believe that, James. Some of them you don't. Some of them just come tighter than others, I believe, and trying to release that tension's a little bit harder. But it's a great knife for the money, like you said. Absolutely.
You don't want to release the tension too much; you might get blade play.
Right, and that's what happened, and that's why I had to bring it back. Yep, bring it back to tighter.
And that's why I put this comment up here. Terrell Schneider was saying, I don't like mine because I'm old and it's difficult to open with my thumb. So I don't know if you were, Kevin, you were talking about that. I just thought I'd grab that comment real quick.
Yep. It can be. The tension can be a little bit harder. I'm just being honest. It can be. I mean, I can do that no problem, but it does have, depending on the one that you get, it depending on your hand size too, you might not be able to get your thumb in there, but it's a good knife. It's a good knife. I do like it.
So Andrew,
yes,
back to you, man. What other buck purchases have you made lately? Now, I try to watch all your videos, but I may miss some here and there. But and I cannot wait to see your full length video on that 112 because that thing is just the bomb. But
I just wanted to do an unboxing, and I'll get in the details sometime.
Yeah. What else you got right there? It's just the heater.
I think I pretty much showed them all. Like I said, that the 119 is my friend's that I want to purchase. Yeah. I picked up the 117 that I've been waiting for forever, and they were released. This is a fantastic one. I'll probably take this fishing. And then, of course, the custom. But before I had ordered the custom, I had gotten the 110. So I did show this. I love black blades. These are Cerakote. And Buck released the S30 with the 110 a while ago, but they didn't make enough of them, and they're all sold out. And I think it was the discount covered taxes, so it was $100. And so for $100 and this nice wood and the S30V, and I got the black blade, not everybody likes the black blades. They may scratch up, but it's a pretty durable coating. And then, you know, obviously this, and that's bucks. I've gotten a lot of case knives since then for sure.
And I tell you what, Kevin, I don't know about you, but that Alaska, what is that, like a Cabela series you got there?
Yeah, you can get them at
classy. That's
Cabela's,
a classy looking knife.
And Bass Pro. And I had ordered this online, but shortly after I ordered online, they said you couldn't get it online anymore. And somebody said he went to the Bass Pro and he saw it and was on the fence and drove away and realized, hey, this is a couple-hour drive, and he turned around and went and bought it. And I don't know. And it's funny because I ordered this online from Cabela's. It's shipped from Post Falls, Idaho. So I don't know if the Buck Factory is storing these for them, but it came from Post Falls, their address. So I thought that was kind of cool.
That's the Buck Factory. Yeah. That's probably where it came from. Yeah.
There's a few different colors going on, but to me, they all kind of tie in on that knife. They just, the black, the brass, the wood. I'm a fan. I like it.
That came with the really awesome. And so it's a burgundy brown sheath, and it has like a ram on the front here, and it says Alaskan Guides. I know Silverbeard picked one of these up in Alaska, which I kind of, you know, I don't mind the black sheaths. It is nice to have a few different options, you know, like the brown. I just had to go with the brown suede. It's very nice, but most of them are your stereotypical black sheath.
Yep. I agree with you guys, and Jerry, what you said too, the colors just match, and having that on the sheath is real unique too. You don't see that a lot.
Yeah, and some people don't like that. It's the same symbol, the ram on the blade, and some people, but I've heard you can scrape that off without hurting the finish, but I don't mind it. I'll just use this knife and love it. I mean, $100 for a full-size buck and S30.
Yeah, can't beat it.
So yeah, the price of my spending for an individual knife has gone up from like $84, $89. This was $84, $85. This is my first full-size copper lock. Had to get the Wharncliffe. Not even a huge purple fan, but I was so impressed with the purple barnboard Barlow, which is this is the best steel Case has on a Barlow right now, that I had to get this. Love the Wharncliffe. Now it's not carbon steel. I find I buy a lot of cases in stainless because they don't have very many carbon options. But this was expensive. My Buck 110 was $89. That was my range until I got the 112 and that Cabela special. So they are releasing more full size. If you go to Shepherd Hills, they have a mulberry. I just did a pre-order of the Peach Seed Redbone in carbon steel with the clip point.
Nice.
And what I'm impressed about is that these full sizes are actually a couple of dollars cheaper than the minis.
Don't make much sense, does it?
No.
It doesn't. And the minis are great. Cheeto Bandito sent me this mini amber bone out of the blue. I'd sent him some stickers before he had some stickers. And out of the blue, when he sent me stickers, he sent me this. He's like, yeah, I used it. I wasn't really into it. And I'm just like, wow, this is a cool knife. Now it's not, I can get 4 fingers on it, but what a slim, awesome little lockback. But yeah, you look at these minis, they're like a couple of bucks more than the full size. And I'm kind of like with Doomcrew is I like the full size. So I had to place an order for a little bit more. But thank you, Cheeto. Awesome knife.
I'm just typing in, Kevin, for everyone to type in 2024 for the raffle tickets for that 47 Stockman. There might be some people in here that wanted to hear when we first started, but we're giving away that Stockman with the matching slip for Kent Smth graciously donated us. So be sure to type in 2024 if you hadn't. You get 1 raffle ticket per episode. And again, guys, USA shipping only. Sorry about that, but we can only ship within the United States. So you guys have been showing a lot.
Yeah, what do you
I was going to say.
On the copper lock. I just got this copper lock in yesterday.
Oh, is that the one you posted the video of the other day? Yes.
Oh yeah, man, that's nice. Yep.
Got this in a trade. Did some horse trading. I had a one that Doomcrew wanted. It was like a saw cut, chestnut bone saw cut from 1998, I believe. And I'd been looking at these on eBay and All About Pocket Knives this autumn peach seed. And I was like, man, I sent him a picture. I was like, that's some beautiful bone. He goes, hey, man, I got one if you want to trade. Because he had tried to get that other one off of me before. But, and he offered me a hell of a trade, and I backed out. Well, I didn't back out. Just like, no, I want to keep it for a little bit longer. And then this one, he had this one, and I have one that he wants. And I'm not a huge fan of this blade.
Oh, the clip point?
Yeah, just on the copper lock, it kind of rounds off at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I don't carry them a lot. I like them. I like the looks of them. I like the style. I like what they look like. But if I'm going to carry one, Kevin, you know which one I'm going to carry, bud.
Yep.
The old Warnies. I got a bunch of these Wharncliffe copper locks. I don't know why I kept getting them, but this one here's my favorite because it's carbon steel. It's got a patina, and I can, the shield's already fell out of it. I got lucky and found it.
Glue it back on, right?
I kick it across the tile floor at the gym. It just gets beat up, and I love it. And the blade's still centered. I gotta do surgery on these things once in a while when they get to hurting. I'll do a little surgery on them here and there. But to me, it's just a blade. It's so that point is so sharp, and I just gravitate towards it. And if I need something with a different sweep blade, I'll just grab another knife to go along with that one. And
I've noticed that a lot with Case knives, like in their sod busters and even their trappers and stuff. The tips can be rounded, but yeah, these Wharncliffes, they're a nice point to them. Even like the mini copper lock, I think it's the polishing process. When they're in there polishing everything, I think they kind of get the blade gets down in the polishing process, and you can always re-profile the tip. But I have noticed that it's
you are 100% correct with the polishing process.
Yeah, they polish the heck
right
out of these, the back springs, the blades, and I think they're running them over the belt, and it just kind of takes that tip off. But I'm looking at my Wharncliffe, and it is very, very pointy.
Yeah, the Warnies are, for some reason. It's the rounded swoop of that clip point. Kevin, do you have a clip point larger copper lock?
I just got rid of one. I actually just got rid of one, and I know exactly what you're talking about. It's rounded off a little bit. Yeah, it definitely on the clip point, not on the Wharncliffe. The Wharncliffe obviously comes to a very pointy tip, but on the clip point, it definitely does round off. And I think that you guys are 100% right. When they're polishing it, it's rounding that off a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I showed the barn board, so all pre-orders are ready at Shepherd Hills. They have a navy blue one with no shield and a stamp on the front bolster. They have obviously they have the red barn board, the limited, the purple barn board. They're trying to get some more in. So their only carbon Barlow is it's a pocket worn gray bone. I think they're $71, $72. I ordered one of those. And then they have a 6.5 Stag Barlow, and I believe it's a single-bladed Barlow, and I had to put an order in for one of those. Because
Kevin, I was watching his video about that gray bone and the Barlow, and I sent it to Kevin because Kevin's got the gray bone Saudi.
Yeah.
And Kevin was talking about maybe building that series.
Yeah. The gray is nice. I absolutely love the gray. The first time I seen the gray actually was when you got your tribal lock, and I was like, man, that gray is just. I got it right here.
It's carbon steel.
Yeah. Yes. Sawbuster Junior in the gray. I wish that came in a little better, guys. But I think what I'm going to do is build a series of this because I really, really like the gray a lot. My lighting isn't the best. It looks a little bit different if the lighting was right, but you guys get the point. But the gray is just the gray is just really nice. You know, that carbon steel blade with that gray, just love it.
That is definitely a good one.
Well, and they don't. And I find that most of my case collection stainless steel, and I have, you know, I showed this last time. It's the mahogany bone, sodbuster, and carbon steel, and they had a great deal. But they don't offer too many carbon steel cases, so I realized that, you know, I'm going to start picking them up when I can. They have the Workman series in the red. They have red bone, some carbon steel red bone series, the mahogany bone. And then the gray bones, you know, that's about it. They don't have that many anymore. So I'm trying to pick them up because, yeah, you know, I have almost 10 case trappers, and I think 2 of them are carbon steel. So I had that. I had to pick up a full-size Stockman, the same mahogany. It was on sale. This is one of the 12 days of Christmas. It was, you know, under $50, $40-something. I cut an apple with it. I'm getting a little teeners, not too much though. It must not be a very acidy apple. And I'm a huge fan of their
steak with it.
Yeah, there you go. And I'm a huge fan of their minis. So these were all on sale. So to get the 3 Amigos, the large trapper, the mini trapper, and the sodbuster and carbon steel, I jumped on that. Fantastic. Nice. Really nice. And they really pop in the sun too. You get a little bit more red in there.
And you know, there's nothing wrong at all. There's nothing wrong at all with stainless steel at all. I'll get a stainless steel case all day. Day. I just like, you know, I like the stainless steel and I like the carbon. I just love the way the carbon patinas over time, you know. But both great knives, you know, great blades, I should say, and you know, you can sharpen them easily. It's just as easy. So
yeah. Oh man, they just get a super laser beam edge. I just dropped my Saw Junior, and it's like, holy cow! And you can get a great edge on the stainless steel. It just takes a little bit more work. But like I said, I only had the 75 amber bone Stockman in carbon and that sod, and all my other ones are stainless. I'm like, I'm just gonna start looking for them. So when I saw that Barlow in gray, I like couldn't press buy fast enough. And you know, $70 is a lot for a Barlow, but before they released these, they were on eBay for well over $125. So it's a deal.
Yeah,
sure is.
And Kevin, I know that you got another here. I don't know if you want to show it or not. The buck that you got. I don't know if you want to show it tonight.
I think I showed it on the last live actually.
Your stealth one.
I think I did. Yeah. I mean, I may not. I don't know.
Let's show it. I want to see it. I can't remember.
Yeah, I may have, but yeah, this is this knife here. I was able to get it on the drop. This is the one that was 750 made, and I absolutely love this knife. I absolutely love it. It has the wood from, I believe, Ecuadorian wood. I believe that's Honduran. Okay, there it is. I'm sorry, Honduran wood. Yep. So the Honduran wood, your nickel silver bosses, and just a beautiful, beautiful knife that, you know, Magna cut on there. And I'm going to use this. This is definitely going to be used daily. And there's a reason, you know, I really want to see how that Magna cut holds up. You know, this is this type of steel. I had a S90V Benchmade before, and that S90V held up great. So I want to see how this Magna cut holds up, and I'm going to use this. But just a beautiful knife from Buck. Really nice knife. Love the wood on it. It's that 112 with Magna cut. So
and they're nickel silver bolsters on that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So Mo of Kirby Creek did a side-by-side comparison with the S30 and the Magna cut, and he said they're pretty comparable. They're pretty close. You didn't notice a huge difference with the Magna cut, but you know, it probably does hold the edge a little bit longer.
Yeah. Who did that? Who did that one?
The Kirby Creek outfit.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, he got one of those, and he got the 110 in the same drop, both of them, and I should have bought 2 of each.
Yeah, I mean, even the S30V holds a great edge. It just lasts and lasts and lasts.
Yeah.
But those special buck drops, I'll just try to get. I don't care what steel it is, just try to get it, because I was telling Jerry, I look after the drop and they're selling for $300 on eBay. It's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, that knife right there, it's going for $300 right now on eBay.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's unbelievable. Just like with the GECs, same thing with the GECs. You know. Hey, Mr. Jerry got something in. You want to show that one?
Richter's got a question for you, Kevin. It's on the screen.
Yes, they did.
Anyone know if Buck has ever made? That's a really good question, Richter. Yep. I personally don't own any. I've never seen any, but I want to say, and don't quote me on this at all, maybe back in the day, maybe I'm talking in the 60s or 70s. I don't know. I have never ran across one, and I've actually asked that same question myself. So that I know of, not that I know of, but I could be dead wrong on that, but not that I know of.
So they made they did make them in 5160, the 110 and the 112.
Okay, there you go.
And if you go to the Copper and Clab website, you can still see the posts, but they're out of stock. And I think it was I don't know the years it was released, somewhere in the 2000s.
And you said they were made in 5160?
Yeah, is that the steel that they did the composite? Yeah,
the compadre. The compadre. Yeah.
5160. And I keep mentioning to Buck on their Instagram, like, hey, bring that back. You know, I think they're really busy with the S35s and F45, the Magna Cut, but I think there's a lot of people out there who would like to see Buck, you know, release a carbon steel.
Oh man, I would love it. I would love to see that. Yeah. So if that's what they did, and I think someone else said here that somebody, let me just go up a little bit here. Somebody else said that the Buck 110 from the 70s.
Frank Keller right here.
You got it?
I think, is that on the screen?
Yep. So yeah, he says my 70s 110 sure had a lot of patina and pitch. So possibly that year. Yeah. Very possible.
It'd be cool just to see it, just for options. I know they got a lot going on, and they have a special heat treat. It takes some time.
Yeah.
Sure.
Baxter, did you grab one of these? Did you also get one of these DLP?
No, not yet. I was looking. RJ picked up some. I'm so indecisive. I'm like, should I get Warncliffe? Should I get green micarta? Should I get brown micarta? They're going fast though. I've seen them, and that's the one I want. I think. Is that brown micarta the same as the 75 that we picked up from Shepherd Hills, or is it a little different micarta?
It looks pretty similar, brother.
Yeah, natural.
I don't handle this knife. I handle this one, so it might be why it's darker. But it's pretty similar. I wish they had the same shield, but I can understand why they don't. But I took this one to breakfast today with Jesse McJames. Me and him and his wife, they let me be a third wheel this morning at the diner because I had bought something off a buddy of his, so I had need to drop him off some money. But I cut my steak up with it. Now this knife, I did a video on it. She has a strike 3 down the middle. But I was honest in my video. This thing's like $69. It came with flaws. It's got gaps in the back spring, but I know I'm going to beat the mortal heck out of this, so I really don't care. I'm going to treat it like I do that copper lock. But when I got it, man, there was a ton of blade play. So I just stuck her in my vise and cranked her down. You know, I put some leather in there to protect it. But other than that, the action is really good on this. Really snappy.
Yeah, it is.
And it's not a polished blade, so you get an actual point on it. And it came sharp. Usually they have like the burrs on them, and they won't even go through paper. This one was really good. I've stropped it. I did. It also has a little blade wrap when you let it slam too hard. So my sharpenings will take care of that eventually. That'll go away. But
is that a satin finish then?
Yeah, it's yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not a high polish. It's just a carbon steel with a satin style. But I had steak and eggs this morning, and I did a short, and it's the best short I've had in months. It's got like 2.5 thousand views, and Jesse's the thumbnail. He's doing this, or he's got a knife holding up or something. I forget, but yeah, it makes no sense how these shorts work. So
He didn't
You
cut
just
it with
never
a
know.
hatchet?
You never know.
No, we just been taking knives up there. I've, you know, I wouldn't mind taking a hatchet up there, but
I went and met some friends for breakfast this morning, and there was a little too many people at the table to bust out some special knife, do a video. So I just, you know, maybe next time.
And we sit at the counter, so we can't, you know, because it's like an old school diner.
Yeah, yeah, I saw one of those. Yeah, the old cafe diners.
Yeah,
it looks like a nice place from the videos you sent, and nice place.
It's very old school. I actually know the guy who his dad opened it back in the '60s, early '60s, I believe, and he used to go to my gym all the time. He did have a stroke, so he's not able to go. But he sold that restaurant, but now he cooks the steaks at steak night at the Knights of Columbus when me and my buddy go there. So he'll, you know, we'll go back in the kitchen and give him a hard time, and he'll come out at the table and sit with us. So it's just a little staple to the community, that little restaurant. So yeah, it's called Ott's Restaurant.
Ott's, yep.
Cool.
So Kevin, what else you got? I know Kevin's got a bunch of stuff in this week. You haven't showed it all, have you?
Did you see this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mo did a carving of me.
That's cool.
My beard's not that long, but it's getting there. Yeah, thank you very much, Mo. Yeah, he is so awesome. I think Terry got 2 of them. One with sunglasses, one without.
Yeah.
And what's cool is on the bottom, he puts signs and dates it, but he did it with a 110 and a Western 6504. This is my little buddy.
That is cool.
Little
that
dude.
Is cool.
Sorry to interrupt.
Well,
no,
okay.
You're good. Is that the? I'm sorry, and I apologize. Who made that?
The Kirby Creek outfit.
Yeah, okay. I thought so because I know that he made a few for a few different people.
Yeah,
I think that
Thrifty
Jersey got one. I think, and
cool. Yeah, he's really close up here. Hopefully, summer we're gonna have a Northwest kind of get together with a few channels up here.
Absolutely.
If Mo's not in Eastern Washington, he does a lot of that.
So Baxter, if you were to have a say a grill knife, do you have a grill knife right now? Maybe something that you really are into, one of your favorite knives. What would it be?
Well, I think it was like those buck drops that you got the one.
Yeah. Yep.
I should have gotten one of the 110s and just like sucked up the credit card bill and just been like, I mean, I still like those what are they, Pro Scouts? I know you have a Scout.
Oh, you talking about the fixed blade?
Yeah, I still would like to get one of those.
Alpha Scout.
Alpha.
Yeah,
those would be great. But yeah, see, that's what they're going for on eBay.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
And if I would have bought 2, yeah, I could have sold one and just it would have paid off the other one, and I could have made it.
Right, right, exactly.
But
exactly.
Grail knife. Well, I put my order in for some Case Barlows, and I'm gonna get that carbon steel copper lock. I think, and I got my 117 Brahma. So at this time, I think it's just that Pro.
No, hey, that's all good knives. That's a great knives, fantastic knives.
Should I show it, Kevin?
I say yeah. I say you should.
Guys, I don't know how many people got this thing right here. I got an email. I was at work and I was at lunch. I just went on lunch and I got this email. Hey, we're dropping the Urban Jack, and to buy one of these on a drop. I thought I'll just go on and see if I can get one. Well, they were also dropping the 21 lockback, but didn't advertise. I tried to get that first, didn't get it. I tried to get one of these in bone cover, missed it. So then they had these left, and I tried it and I got it. This is the GEC number 15 Urban Jack. Now, this isn't anything I'd ever buy. I've had to pay. I got it on a drop, so I thought I can get it and trade it or sell it or whatever. But, got a nice blade. But, man, I could do without the dude on the blade for sure. And then I could also do without a comb.
Oh, what a great beard comb. Yeah.
So I bought this thing, and my buddy Tyler Gibson, I was telling him about it. He's actually got one as well and was showing me pictures of it. And he's thinking about maybe even deleting the comb portion of it. And that's what I told Kevin. Like, if I get it and I think this is something I'll carry a lot, or if I want to keep it to carry, I'll do a blade delete. But the size of it, it just don't fit my hand. I do like the blade. I do like the blade shape, but man, the handle is, she ain't the biggest. So I can't see me keeping this to carry. So I'm not going to do a blade delete. I'll probably either keep it for my collection or try to trade it for, I don't know, maybe a whiskey bone comes up or something.
I still say it's a great buy because of the money that you got it for.
Yeah,
and what they're already doubled in price, right, on eBay. So
yeah,
you know,
I think I gave 125 for it, 125 or 129, and I saw them on eBay for like 249.
Right. So they're already.
I always miss those. I always miss those drops, and you actually got the drop. So whether it has a comb or not, still a deal.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that blade. I'm sorry to interrupt.
That blade is nice.
That blade shape. So a lot of you guys don't know, ByronK, and they don't have the best quality knives, but they're made in America. They are coming out with a bunch of single-bladed Barlows with that same blade shape and 4 inches closed, and in carbon steel, and they're around the $50 range. And they're going to have stag bone, yellow synthetic. They're going to have white bone. They're going to have modern ones with torque screws in D2 steel, and they're all Smoky Mountain Knife Works. You have to check them out. They have pictures of them, but they don't have them listed yet because they don't have them. But I'm looking forward to that. That's kind of cool for ByronK to do. Yeah,
when that drop is?
Red Hills was at SHOT Show, and they had pictures of them at their booth.
Do you know when that drop's coming out?
I do not know, but Smoky Mountain has pictures of them, so it could be anytime soon.
Yeah. I'd definitely grab one from
them. They were nice. They have red stag with a shield and carbon steel, and it was like $55. And it's got that same blade shape that Jerry showed, and they're 4 inches closed, so they fill your hand. March. Somebody said March.
Yeah, I meant to pull up Ray's comment. These things move so fast. By the time I click, it's moved, and I can't. So I got to delete it and bring it back. But Ray was just commenting on what you were saying, Andrew.
Yeah, they do. I have two ByronK. I have the large sodbuster in aluminum, which is a pretty decent knife. Mirror polished carbon steel, and my other one would be the Smoky Mountains exclusive, the beer tender Barlow, the amber bone Barlow. And the fit and finish on this is actually really decent. No gaps in the back spring, stainless. Your normal Barlow configuration, the main blades on the back side. It does have the beer tender on there. I like how the blade cants down. I know Mike Curtis went to one of their went to an open house, and he said he was picking up Barlows for like $15. And I said, well, I'm going to send you some money next time you do an open house. Really cool Barlow, though. These are Smoky Mountain exclusives, and they're like $40 or $38, $39 made in USA. I think their light beer, which is a yellow bone, was just recently discounted, and it's $29. It's a great Barlow, though. They make really good stuff. That's my other ByronK. But Jerry, I wanted to show one knife here I recently picked up.
It's your show, brother. This is all about you and getting people to your channel.
It's kind of a secret. This is my first teardrop. It's a Tony Bose, an old red bone. And they have teardrops at Shepherd Hills. But this one is the PVD coating. So you can see it's like a black chrome. And I'm a big fan of the black blades. And with this red bone, it's awesome. And actually, when was this? This was made in 2020. I think they were about $80-something. And they had a sale for $63. So the story behind this is had it in my cart for the longest time, and I didn't order it. It was a weekly special, and then it disappeared. And I looked, and I couldn't find it anywhere. Well, I opened my cart, and it was still in my cart. And I'm like, well, I wonder if I order it, if I'll actually get it. And I ordered it, and they sent it to me, and it is incredible. I know they have some bear head teardrops, which I'll have to pick up one of those. They're about 3.5 inches closed. But my second Tony Bose.
Well, you've already got an offer on it. Richter's offering you $64 for it.
That's pretty much what I paid for it. I think it was 63 something, which was a deal. And it's not a hard user, buck 110, but it's a great slim gentleman's carry for sure. And I'm not a huge fan of like the spear point pen blades, but just a gorgeous knife. Just
classic.
Nice single bladed,
Gentleman's carry.
Yes, for sure.
What I want to do is something I haven't done yet is we've been on a roll showing so much stuff. I haven't had a chance to squeeze in thanking people who donate to our channel. I got to do that really quick before we go any further. EDC LeatherWorks, Georgia Adventure, go to his Etsy shop. It's etsy.com/shop/EDC LeatherWorks. Georgia Adventure, J.O.Ventures Outdoors, Jersey Knife Guy, Knife Delights, Tim's School of Fish, Mike Curtis, Splitting Slices, ByronK, Baxter Blades yourself. You've sent stuff. Jesse McJames, North Star Knife Reviews, Randy's WSG, who's always in here moderating too. He moderates everybody's lives. TK, Thrifty Kaniffy, Radio Geek, Doomcrew Outdoors, Ben Baker, HT's EDC. We got his decals tonight. Hunting for Hookers, Kent Smth, who's donated some fantastic items. Michael Espinosa. I got to go back to him for just a second. James Stork, Tyler Gibson, Dwayne Letterman, RW, and Frank Keller, who's most of the stuff's coming from Frank tonight. But Michael Espinosa sent me a message earlier. Remember that, Kevin? I sent you a screenshot of that.
Unbelievable. Yes, I do.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I was thinking about maybe donating something to your channel and have it engraved. Happy Hour Knife Chat.
Oh, cool idea.
Well, that's not our channel. That's not our show name, but it is now.
We'll take it. We're all the credit to him. All the credit to him.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah, because we don't have the word knife in our show, and I told Kevin, I'm like, we've been looking at stuff through a magnifying glass. It takes someone just to say, hey, happy hour knife chat. And I talked to Kevin, I was like, this seems like a pretty good name. And he's like, yeah. And immediately I thanked Michael and said, hey, we're going to change our show to that name. So next week, it ain't going to be Happy Hour Live Chat, Happy Hour Knife Chat.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
So I got a big thanks to Michael Espinosa for that.
Thank you, Michael. And also what he was talking about as well, and that's still in the, but also what he was talking about in the engraving and everything like that. That's just fantastic.
Yeah. And he talked about, that or something else. I said either that or Knife Brotherhood. Georgia Adventure come up with that and sent those decals. Knife Brotherhood to have engraved on something would be killer too. But I said, hey, it's in your hands. Whatever you want to do, brother. I just the thought process. I never thought of it. Happy Hour Knife Chat. So
yeah, I like it.
Well, I know that HTEDC has had engravings on his blades. He also had Chuck Buck custom sign some of his buck knives, which was really cool. But I know HTEDC has that written on the blade, so he knows more about it. And I know what was it? There's a few companies who do that.
Yeah.
I think Pepper Hills does and stuff, but
hey, I want to send this. Jo just made a comment. Michael Espinosa sent me a case stopping with my channel engraved on the covers. It's awesome.
What a great guy!
Yeah,
it's awesome. It's awesome, man. Great guy for doing that, and that's just fantastic. Knife Brotherhood, right?
It is.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Well, we're about that time of the show, and Kevin, you're going to take it over. because I'm going to be working here on the back side of this. So it's about that time. You want to save? We want to save Andrews for last. To do ours first and do Andrews last.
Sure, we could do that. Yeah, we can. We can
Okay,
send it off with Andrews.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, take it over, Kevin.
So no, we're going to be giving away. Jerry, he already actually showed the giveaway, but I don't know if he's going to probably hold them up again here. But we're going to do a giveaway that we do every live, and you get the flashlight there, which is a nice flashlight actually. Little Victorinox with the little slip. And what was that again?
This is the charger for the flashlight and the case. Frank Keller donated all this.
Yep. Got the
Georgia
spoon.
Adventure.
That's awesome from Georgia. I like that a lot. And we got some swag. Absolutely some swag. So guys, if you want to throw a number in between 1 and 100, I'm going to put start in, and we'll get that going. And that's going in right now.
Who's picking the number? Am I picking the number or somebody?
Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Did you pick a number yet?
Actually, don't do it. Hey, let me write ignore that.
I haven't picked the number yet.
Ignore. Hold on a second here. Hold on. Let's pick a number. Go ahead and write it down. Guys, ignore that.
Between 1 and 100?
Between 1 and 100. You got it.
I wasn't
sure. Jerry's the professional at this.
Jerry said you're taking over, so I didn't know if you'd write it down or not. Okay, I got a number 1 100. We'll put it in my hat.
Put it in your hat.
I'm gonna grab my multi-tool.
All right, guys, you ready? So I'm gonna just hit start again, okay? So if you already put a number in, I'm gonna ask just stop for a second, okay? And here goes the start right now. Throw it in now. Starting right now. There
and
you
we're
go.
off to the races. Off to the
We
races.
fixed it. We fixed it.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's not the first one we messed up. It ain't gonna be the last.
Oh, sure as heck no, absolutely not. But yeah, I see. What's that?
This is a Baron Son. Andrew was talking about Baron Son, so I pulled this out of my box. This is a little stag. It's some stag muskrat, brother.
Let's see that.
Cool.
Let's see that.
It's carbon steel, so it's got carbon on the shield. And it's a muskrat made by Baron Son. It was made for Smoky Mountain Knife Works in 2010 because I didn't know anything about it. I paid $5 for this at an estate sale with the box. And so I just contacted Baron Son and asked him about the knife, sent him pictures. Like, yeah, it's a 2010 model. We made it back then as a Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive. And it is some beautiful fat stag.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
That is really nice. I like Baron Son. I really do. I like Baron Son.
$10? $5.
That's crazy.
They have really nice
stags. You're talking to Big J over there.
The Saw Grunt picked up one of their full-size trappers in their Indian stag, and they've made them for, I think it's the 554 or 544, but decent stag. And these were, it depends on where you get them, but you can find them for under $50.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I almost want to pick one up for sure. I think they're stainless steel though. That's a carbon steel muskrat. You can't beat that.
That's awesome. It is awesome. So yeah, I think we have everyone's numbers in. Give it a few more seconds here, and we're gonna hit stop in the chat. I see that everyone stops. So. All right, guys. So got the stop in there, and Baxter, what do you got for a number?
Okay, we're ready. Okay, there's the stop. I see it. 47.
It's a good number.
47.
All right.
Got James Stork at 40.
James Alton with 43.
I see 865.
Oh, 865, 47.
Anybody
got
else?
it, yeah. Radio, nope, I'm sorry. 865.
I think 865 hit it on the money, and
his name's Aaron.
Yep.
He was on the show last week on RJ's. Congratulations, Aaron.
Yeah, that's the only one I see with it right on the money.
And hold on just a second here. I actually have his address because I mailed him stickers in the past.
Yeah, he's a newer channel. He's been I think he's been on Instagram for a while because he has a lot of posts and a lot of followers, and he's been in the knives for a while. And I think he started his channel, and sub to him if you have not subbed to him. Really cool channel. Great guy.
I'm not sure who Angelo is, but he just put in 47 after the the GAW was over. So I don't know what that meant, but yeah. So he has it. 865 got it.
Yeah, I don't think Angelo had his. I don't see a number. He had 22.
I see Angelo after the stop, so he's too late with that. You can't vote twice.
No.
So congrats, 865, man.
Nice, Andrew.
I was actually we actually pulled his channel up. We pulled 865's channel up last week or the week before to show people, to point them to go to 865's YouTube channel. We like to do that, and there's actually a channel I got pulled up tonight that I would like to talk about as well. And we'll do that after we do the numbers here in just a second.
Angelo said he was just playing around.
Okay.
All good. Congrats,
I'm always goofing off in the chats when I'm watching your show too. I'm playing around all the time.
You gotta have fun. You gotta have fun.
So you guys want to do the other one too?
Yeah, are you ready for it? So to reiterate, it is the Caliber gun stock. They call it sagebrush, and I think that might be the jigging, but it's like a brown bone gun stock pattern. So very similar to the case. You got a large hen blade. There are no half stops on this. I know it's just one knife, but you have to wait till my 1,000 giveaway to get all the goodies. But a cool little gun stock knife.
And then knife.
Also, I have this. Having sailed, and hopefully I'll do some sailing this summer if I'm not riding motorcycles. This is a tool-along sailboat. It's a pocket-size multi-tool, and it's something you just hook on your key ring or throw in your glove box or throw in your motorcycle tank bag or wherever. It's just a little multi-tool. I will throw in, obviously, some of my coasters, some of my stickers, which I do need to send some more to Big J for sure. And then you're going to get a huge swag pack because I've been getting so many stickers lately from other channels. I keep a bunch of them, but I do get a lot from Big Red EDC. So I'll do a huge swag pack in a plastic bag with a bunch of different channels. And every time I order something from J.O. or do a trade with him, he's always sending me some more stickers. So I have like 8 stickers from him. I think I have 12 stickers from HT EDC. So I'll do a big swag pack in there.
Awesome.
And I'll put the winner later. I'll put my email address in the chats to get their address if I don't already have the winner's address. And is Terry's Knife and Man Stuff here? Because he won my last giveaway.
I'm not sure.
I haven't seen his name on here, but he could be in there, possibly.
Because he won my last giveaway. Okay, so should I pick a number, or does somebody else want to pick a number? I have paper.
No, you pick it, brother. It's all on you.
Okay, we'll do 1 to 100, just like the last rules.
Yep. So 1 to 100. And under the case hat it goes, right?
This is a tough one. I'm thinking about this way too long. Okay, I got it. Somebody put a start in already?
No, I'll throw it in right now. So we're gonna do the start right now, and guys, once you see it, start throwing your numbers in. There it is.
All right, I want to talk about this channel real quick because I like promoting these guys. So Brian's Knives, I've been watching a little bit of his stuff, and I think I told Kevin about Brian 865 and Kentucky Knife Hunter. So here's Brian's Knives. He likes the similar stuff that we do. Here we got a case fin. He got some slip joints. He's got the rat. Up here he's got an old timer. Just some good stuff. And good wholesome content he's got here. So if you guys aren't subbed to Brian's Knives, go over there and hit him up and leave him a comment. Tell him you heard about it on Happy Hour Knife Chat. Why not?
He's a great channel. I think I was subscribed to him on Instagram before he started his channel, and then I saw it and I subbed to him. And he actually responded yesterday. He's like, "Oh man, I missed all these comments," and so I filled him in on how to find the comments that you missed. And he's kind of new, but a really cool guy. Case Knives.
Yeah, really down to earth, I think.
Case
Kevin,
Knives has just been taking it over.
Yeah,
there's a lot of case going around right now.
Well, they really upped their quality control. A few years ago, people were so discouraged because of the gaps and the blade centering, and I've gotten a few that, like the large trapper I have here, like the blades aren't perfectly centered; they're slightly off, but they're not rubbing. And I could have sent it back, but the back springs are perfect. I'm like, this is a user. I'm not worried about it. But that's like the worst I've seen. I had a minor gap in my slim trapper, and that's about it. They've really upped their game. Everything I've gotten from their Barlows are fantastic. Their large copper lock, just perfect in every way. And I'm really glad they were listening to everybody's cries, because maybe the competition out there also, because there's a lot of tough competition, and they really need to up their game.
All right, guys. So I'm going to put stop here in the comments. I think that we'll give it just a couple seconds. I'm going to start throwing that stop in. And does everyone have enough time, you think, Jerry? Or
I think so. Georgia put his in too early, so Sean told him to do it again. And it looks like Georgia put his number in after the start. So I think we're good.
Okay. So I'll put in stop now.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys.
And
This
what do you
is
got
the
for a number?
Baxter's giveaway. So exciting.
Hey, there's a lot of real close ones. 78. And
78.
I'm at the top. I see Jesse McJames 76 for splitting slices, which he's in Canada, but I do have a mailing address in the United States for him. So let's see.
Tyler Gibson. What was the number?
78.
78. So Tyler's got 75. And what did Jesse get?
Jesse 76 for splitting slices.
Splitting slices is in the U.S.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking nice slice, which that's the so Byron.
Yep.
Oh man, I have a purple knife. I'll throw in there for him. I know he loves purple.
That's why I put his comment up earlier. I seen Kevin reading it. Kevin was going purple, violet.
Did you see that? Did you see that?
Yeah.
I think I just changed my giveaway. I got let me go grab my purple knife for you, Byron. Is there anybody
That's
else?
funny you seen that.
I think that's it. I don't see an 80, and I don't see anything closer to 78.
I see a bunch of
75s.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I forgot Byron has his new channel. I have
Yep.
I got a sticker right there. Thank you, Byron.
That's the only one that I see as well. I just want to confirm it with everybody.
Yeah, Jesse's congratulating. Yeah, it looks like that's it. Usually people chime in and tell us when we mess up.
Okay, good.
And actually, I have Byron's address because I just sent him some of my stickers recently.
Yeah,
so he'll be getting some more. Congrats and thanks to all my viewers. I couldn't be here without you guys, and that's why I'm doing these giveaways. And I did one at 200, 400, 600. This is my 800, and I'll do one at 1,000. Just every 200, it just seems like a milestone to me. So
I agree.
Absolutely. It is.
So Kevin, what do you got any more? I know you got so much stuff in this week. Did we miss one that you got the Saudi? No, you showed it.
The Saudi, I show. You know what it is? I have one more coming that'll be here tomorrow, actually. So that'll be in tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah, now what I'm looking forward to as well. I'll save that. I am going to be doing a video on that buck knife though. That one definitely I'll be doing a video on. That'll be coming out within the next couple of days. But yeah, that was pretty much it for that was quite a few though. It was quite a few that we got. You too, and I know you got some in.
We went buck wild this week. We went.
Yeah, we did.
We went insanely like I didn't spend a lot of money at Christmas. The flea market was canceled this month because it was like -10 here.
Yeah.
So I had all
yeah.
I had my knife money and I wasn't spending it, and all of a sudden I just went. It all exploded at once.
It all went at once.
Yeah.
yeah, no. Hey, nothing wrong with that.
So Andrew, what else you got sitting there? I know we got a few minutes left. You know, we got 6 minutes left almost.
Let me see. This was a gift from my buddy Brad. We have knife parties.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, we do like we put a few knives on an order to get free shipping, and then when they come, we go crazy over them. But he had this for a while. This is a Parker cutlery, made in Japan, and he's like, "Yeah, here you go." And I'm like, "What? Are you kidding me?" And yeah, the real Japanese Tanto blade. There's that. I have not been buying any moderns. Pretty much all traditionals, besides, this, I'd call this a modern buck, but
yeah.
But as far as modern goes, this would be I did order another one. This is a Civivi Appalachian Drifter 2, and it's a top flipper. Yeah, I know, showing a modern knife. Top flipper, but it's a Nitro V steel, kind of a black gray micarta with carbon fiber bolster. And I didn't have a Civivi, and I can't remember what I paid for this. It's probably $30-something. So, kind of in the price range. It's kind of small, too. It's not a huge, like my petrified fish, but a great pocket dropper. And actually, there was a recent deal on a Kaiser, which I won't mention the name of it, but a recent deal that I just couldn't pass up. Kaiser's micarta is so nice. I just had to get it, so I'll be getting it in the mail eventually. I should have had it by now, but I think there was a lot of snow in mid-America to slow down the shipping.
Slowed it down,
big time. But as far as moderns, not very many going on.
Yeah, I was going to say I ordered from DLT, which is directly north of me. It usually takes 2 days. Well, the weather was so bad, it went from there a little bit south over to Cincinnati and then back over to me. So it was delayed like 3 days. And, and that was to get this one. So I just got it this week and it's already, I've already put it in the vise. I've already been jabbing it into my steak and stuff like that. So
I know you do like that knife though.
Yeah, I do.
It's killer. It's killer. It is.
It's the action. It's the.
Yep.
You told me. You've been telling me this whole time. I'm just too stupid.
I keep it right in here. It's one of my favorite ones. One of my favorite users.
Yeah, it is. And I actually had another buck out here. I actually bought this off of Kevin. This buck LT.
Oh, those are great.
Yeah.
Yep.
He gave me a great price on it, and I just had to get it because I like the full feel of some of my knives, like the Sport Pro. I love the full feel of this versus, something like, say, the Spyderco Para 2. So I just, sometimes I prefer a thicker handle.
Yeah, and I'll say that USA Buck LT is a great knife, especially for the money. It really is. It's a fantastic knife.
Can't beat it.
You can't.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how affordable these made in USA bucks can be. Now they're using, more plastic handles and stuff like that, but still, you look at Benchmade and their prices, and it's nice to have an American manufacturer, produce a decent lockback. Because Case does some, value lockbacks. I don't have any of them, but I like Case for their traditionals and bucks. Just the fact that you can get a made in American knife, they're affordable,
Yep, I agree.
Well, guys, we're at time. We're at an hour and 29 minutes. So, this is usually when we end the show. It's a 90-minute show. Happy hour knife chat is coming to an end tonight. Baxter, you got any last words for everybody? Anything you want to promote or anything?
No, just stay sharp and be kind.
That's it. Be kind. Yes. What about you, Kevin? What do you got?
Yeah, no, Baxter, I just want to thank you for coming on. This is the second time you've been here, and it's great every time. And you know, if you're not subscribed to Baxter's Blades, guys, if I'm sure we get a whole bunch of people in here right now, go over and subscribe to his channel.
Yeah.
You know, please do. Baxter's Blades, give him a sub. And you know, everybody that puts in time to make videos, and like he was, you know, not so many shorts right now, but video, you know, it takes time to do that. And it's not easy to pull out all those knives and this and that and get the whole camera thing set up. So go over and subscribe to him, give him a sub. And Jerry knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He
Sneezing
knows.
through a video and have to edit it out.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
And I want to second what Kevin's saying. I also want to thank these gentlemen one more time, ladies and gentlemen: EDC LeatherWorks, Georgia Adventure, J.O.Ventures Outdoors, Jersey Knife Guy, Knife Delights, Tim School of Fish, Mike Curtis, Splitting Slices, Baxter's Blades, Jesse McJames, North Star Knife Reviews, Randy's WSG, Thrifty Kaniffy, Radio Geek, Doomcrew Outdoors, Ben Baker, HT's EDC, Hunting for Hookers, Kent Smith at KJ LeatherWorks, Michael Espinosa, great idea today, James Stork,
Yep.
Tyler Gibson, Dwayne Letterman, RW, and Frank Keller. And with that, guys, this is a night. I want to thank everyone for coming along tonight. And next week, we're going to draw for the 47 Stockman in the slip.
Oh,
So
sweet.
That'd be good. That'll be good.
Better tune in. Better
Thank you
tune
guys
in,
for
guys.
having me. I really appreciate you guys having me on again.
Thank you, Andrew. All right, guys.
Thank
have a
you.
good evening.
Take care, guys.